Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be discussing the Chinese science fiction war film, Shanghai Fortress. Spoiler ahead. Watch out and take care. Shanghai is the only city left standing after aliens destroyed Earth. Jiang Yang and his friends must protect Shanghai and defeat the aliens, even if it means sacrificing a lot in the near future. In future, a Chinese spaceship brings a new energy source to power all cities on Earth, replacing oil and coal. This energy source has led to development in major countries. However, the use of this energy has attracted alien invasions. Cities like New York, Rio, Moscow, and Tokyo have been destroyed by the aliens. The alien mothership hovers over cities like Rio, causing chaos and destruction with the energy source. After the devastating attacks, the leaders of 97 countries urgently gathered for an emergency meeting. They established the United Nations Defense Commission to protect people from further alien assaults. Despite their efforts, the aliens proved to be much stronger, causing widespread destruction. However, Shanghai remained unscathed because it was protected by a force field generated by Xiangtung. A training simulation involving a team called Grey Eagle was conducted. The team consisted of Zheng Yu, Lu Yi, Jiang Yang, and Pan Hantian. They used the simulation to defeat virtual aliens and learn to cooperate effectively as a team. Commander Lin Lan oversaw the training and reported to Commander-in-Chief Xiao Yiyun that the progress was promising. Nevertheless, Lin Lan emphasized the need for further teamwork development. Lin Lan mentions that the training simulation differs significantly from flying real aircraft like AV-28. Yiyun suggests making the training more challenging and asks who controls the drones. Lin Lan reveals that Jiang Yang is in control. She acknowledges that Zheng Yu is vigilant, while Lu Yi excels at instant data analysis. Jiang Yang is considered the most talented among the four in piloting the drones, and his exceptional skills played a role in selecting the Grey Eagle team. Previously, Jiang Yang served in the logistics team of the Shanghai Fortress Shield Command Center, where he managed the defense and energy output of Xiangtang. He also underwent combat training, although he was unsure of its necessity. The Shanghai cannon served as the last hope for the people, while the Grey Eagle team and other soldiers fought to protect Earth from further destruction. Jiang Yang coincidentally encounters Lin Lan in an elevator, but their conversation is cut short when they reach her floor. He is unable to give her a birthday gift, a yellow rose in a glass container. Later, Jiang messages Lin Lan, asking for feedback on his performance. She responds that it wasn't bad and wishes him a good night. Jiang places the gift on the windowsill, smiling and pondering when she will truly notice him. Yiyun informs Lin Lan that New Delhi has also recently been destroyed and warns her to remain vigilant, never letting the fortress's guard down. Meanwhile, the alien mothership arrives over Shanghai and attempts to break through its defenses. As the force field is activated, people are sent to shelters for their protection. The Grey Eagle team and other soldiers prepare themselves to confront the alien intruders. Drones are readied, and soldiers take their positions to defend against the aliens descending from the mothership. The mothership unleashes a powerful laser that creates breaches in the force field, prompting engineers to swiftly repair them. Many aliens are sent to attack the city, and the drones engage in combat by firing at them. In the midst of the chaos, civilians are seen fleeing. A little girl chases after her dog, narrowly avoiding being hit by a car. Jiang Yang, acting quickly, saves her just in time. A large alien creature lands in the middle of the road, causing further accidents. The army opens fire on the alien with bullets, but their attacks prove ineffective. Jiang also takes aim at the alien but fails to destroy it. Just as the situation becomes dire, Lin Lan arrives in a tank and swiftly destroys the robot with a few shots. The force field is repaired, causing the aliens to retreat back to the mothership, which subsequently evacuates the area as their forces are being killed. During a meeting, Yiyun informs the rest of the defense committee that a weak point has been identified on the mothership, leading to discussions about counterattacking. However, they also recognize the unknown power of the aliens, and the potential danger it poses to civilians if they engage in direct combat. Yiyun takes Lin Lan to a secure facility, where he reveals that Xiangtung has been replicating itself and has become the primary energy source for Shanghai. Due to excessive use, the Xiangtung levels have been abnormally decreasing. Lin Lan asks if this is the reason why he is hesitant to fire the Shanghai cannon, and he explains that it's not that he doesn't want to, but he understands that once the cannon is fired, the force field will disappear, leaving the city vulnerable. Due to the energy shortage, the AV-28 plan has been devised to ensure the safety of Shanghai in case the city becomes vulnerable. Meanwhile, Jiang and his friends gather on a rooftop, contemplating what they would do with their lives if the aliens didn't exist. While enjoying a drink together, they receive an alert about another alien attack. They swiftly return to the fortress and prepare for battle once again. During the alien attack, Pan notices something peculiar. He observes that the aliens are guarding the holes they created in the force field but not launching direct attacks. Pan realizes that it's a trap and promptly informs his superiors about his theory. Suddenly, the mothership emits a devastating beam, causing significant damage inside the fortress. During the chaos, Zhang saves Yi from harm when nearby glass shatters. The soldiers are prepared for the battle as the aliens begin infiltrating the fortress. Unfortunately, many soldiers lose their lives in the process as their bullets prove ineffective against the aliens. Recognizing the need for a different approach, the Grey Eagle team shifts their focus to aiding with the drones. Against Iyun's orders, the defense committee decides to fire the cannon. The cannon is charged to deliver a strike against the mothership. Meanwhile, the Grey Eagle team engages the aliens with their drones, successfully destroying some of them. Although the cannon's shot does not destroy the mothership, it inflicts significant damage, prompting the retreat of the mothership from its mission. After the aliens' defeat, people celebrate, but a lone alien survivor remains among the ruins. The intense battle leaves the Grey Eagle team emotionally shaken. To cope, Zhongyu assures his parents of his safety before finding solace in solitary drinking. Pan finds solace in cleaning his motorbike in the dormitory, while Yi expresses her feelings through writing a diary entry. Jiang gathers courage to ask Lin Lan for a bike ride, but he wakes up to realize it was just a dream. Despite this, the Grey Eagle team members are promoted to commander positions as recognition of their bravery. Yi decides to take the team to a club, allowing them to relax and enjoy themselves. Amidst the festivities, Jiang finds himself consumed by thoughts of Lin Lan. Seeking solace, he goes up to the roof to be alone with his emotions. However, Yi notices his solitude and joins him, encouraging him to take a leap and confess his feelings to Lin Lan, as he may not get another chance. Later, the team gathers to witness Yang Jianan, the man in command, receive a significant promotion from chief commander to brigadier general. During his speech, Yang makes a reference to a loved one, which Zhang suspects to be Lin Lan. This realization saddens Zhang. Coincidentally, Lin Lan and Zhang end up at the same noodle restaurant for dinner. During their conversation, Lin Lan expresses her distress about the lives lost in the recent battle and the immense pressure she faces in protecting the city. Jiang notices her evident distress and concern. Finally, Jiang presents Lin Lan with the yellow rose to uplift her spirits. She expresses her gratitude before parting ways, but Jiang takes the opportunity to ask her to meet again the next day, and she agrees. Excited for his date, Jiang seeks the help of his friends to prepare. He assists him in choosing a nice jacket to enhance his appearance. However, when Jiang meets Lin Lan, he is disappointed to discover that she only wanted to meet him to observe the generators. While waiting for the generator analysis, Lin Lan and Jiang engage in a conversation. She reveals that she didn't believe she could experience love or form meaningful friendships until after the war was won, as she felt the need to be constantly focused on the fight. Lin Lan also shares that her father, who was a stoic soldier, had died in battle. Tearfully, she expresses regret for not being able to tell her father that she understood him. Lin Lan shares her hope with Jiang that one day children will be able to look at the sky without the presence of a force field. Suddenly, without any apparent earthquake threat, the earth begins to crack. Iyun explains that the firing of the cannon has destabilized the Xiang tongue, resulting in the destruction of Shanghai. He further informs the committee that once the force field is gone, it cannot be repaired again. Yang Jianan argues that it is unlikely for the supply of Xiang tongue to be severely damaged by the cannon's firing. However, before he can become angry, cracks begin to appear on the force field. The Grey Eagle team swiftly works together to fix the breaches, demonstrating their teamwork. Just as Iyun is about to leave the room, he notices an abnormality in the defense system, and suddenly an alien drops down into the room. The team engages in a fierce battle against the alien, but their guns prove ineffective. Pan makes a desperate attempt to disable the robot with a fire extinguisher but is struck by the alien, who then drags him towards the force field panel to deactivate it. In his final moments, Pan activates the self-destruct sequence for the control room. Jiang and Junyu manage to pull a distraught Yi out of the room just before it explodes, taking down numerous aliens in the process. Shortly after, the backup server activates, restoring the shield over Shanghai. In the evening, the people mourn the lives lost in the attack, including Pan's. Yi is given Pan's identification tags, and Iyun assures her that Pan was incredibly cherished by their team. Upon returning to their dormitory, Jiang hands Yi the keys to Pan's motorbike, explaining that Pan always wanted her to have it as a gift. After some time, the committee contemplates giving up on protecting Shanghai. However, Iyun disagrees and presents a plan as a last resort. He suggests channeling all the Xiangtong energy into the cannon and assigning the Grey Eagle team to defend the city. The Grey Eagles willingly accept this mission, even though it may pose fatal risks for them. Before embarking on the mission, each team member places an item into a box, prepared in case Shanghai is destroyed by the aliens. Jen includes a letter to his parents, Yi leaves Pan's keys as a token, and Jiang decides to leave his phone. However, he tries to send a message to Lin Lan expressing his feelings, but the weak connection prevents it from being sent. Jiang places the message in the box instead. Yun requests that Lin Lan stays in the Xiangtong room as a guard in case of any unforeseen events. Lin Lan agrees to this arrangement. Civilians are directed back to the shelters as the city prepares for another battle. The Grey Eagle team must now utilize actual ships to combat the aliens. All the ship's energy is redirected to the cannon, resulting in the removal of the shield and leaving Shanghai vulnerable. An intense battle ensues, with the aliens destroying many drones. The team realizes that the aliens are targeting the control center and attempts to stop them, but their efforts are only partially successful. Tragically, Yun sacrifices his life when the control center is struck by the aliens and explodes. Meanwhile, Lin Lan notices that the cannon is fully charged and realizes that the mothership needs to be in the right position for a successful strike. A robot climbs on top of Yi's plane, prompting Zhang to advise her to flip her plane. Zhang then skillfully maneuvers his own aircraft, striking Yi's plane and dislodging the alien from it. His ship is engulfed in flames, forcing Zhang to escape using an emergency pod. He lands in the midst of the battleground and joins the fight on foot. Yi comes to his rescue by shooting at an alien with her plane, and they both continue fighting on foot. Meanwhile, Jen attempts to steer the mothership towards the canyon's direction. Returning to the command center, Yun honors Pan's memory by detonating a grenade, sacrificing herself to eliminate numerous aliens. Jiang reunites with Jen in the air, and together they guide the mothership to receive a direct hit from the cannon. However, the impact damages the surrounding buildings. After the dust settles, everyone is astonished to discover that the aliens intentionally took the hit from the cannon in order to shield their mothership. Lin Lan realizes they can shoot again using the remaining Xiangtong power, but doing so would cause the city to collapse. Nonetheless, she takes the risky decision to recharge and fire once more. Jiang and Jun defend the cannon while it charges, facing attacks from aliens targeting the Xiangtong facility. Lin Lan bravely pulls the lever, initiating the shot. In her final moments, Lin Lan delivers a heartfelt speech to the surviving survivors, emphasizing the need to sacrifice the city. Unfortunately, she dies in the crumbling building. Zhang and Jen receive distressing news from a dying Yang that the cannon's guidance system is irreparably damaged, rendering further shots impossible. Jiang advises Jen to activate the infrared guidance device and secure his position. Jen lures the aliens to another location and sacrifices himself by self-destructing, successfully destroying them and leaving the mothership vulnerable. Jiang takes charge of aiming the cannon at the mothership, and the final shot annihilates the ship, ensuring its permanent destruction. Shanghai is reconstructed using traditional technology over the following days, without relying on Xiangtong. Jiang survives by ejecting from his ship in an emergency pod just before the cannon strike, and he earns the highest promotion for his bravery and leadership. Jiang deeply misses his team and frequently visits the places where they used to spend time together. He goes to the noodle restaurant and opens the box where he had placed his phone. To his surprise, he discovers that his message to Lin Lan had been sent and received. He replies to her, wishing her a good night and sweet dreams. In a flashback, it is revealed that when Zhang joined the army, Lin Lan guided and supported him, leading to his love for her and his decision to pursue the fortress. Thank you for watching our recap. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and feel free to explore our other recaps.